We're going to wait for this marriage to come into fruition, and then we are going to contemplate prestige or money. Money's always nice. We have a decent amount of prestige right now. So we have married to a new wife. And look at that. A more competent wife in the art of stewardship gives us now a domain size of 4. From 2 to 4, just like that, we can have more land. What land are we going to take? Well, we're about to conquer Connacht. We have a strong claim there. As soon as we conquer it, we might as well keep it. We have no direct control of any counties within Ireland. This could be our first. So, that is going to be next on the list of things to do. Okay. Still no plots to get rid of any of these lands in here. No plots down here that are going to be of major issue. Why does my son want to kill William? Is there a particular reason why? I don't know, but he's going to have to put a stop to it. We can't have this going on. Who is William anyway? He's heir to the county of Devon. I wonder if he's got some invested interest in Devon somehow. In fact, Gerard, son of William the Slow, it's his son. Weird. Okay. So let me take a quick breather here. So our standing army here is replenishing nicely, just under halfway to maximum capacity, and it hasn't really impacted too heavily on our income. And now we have many men available here to try and conquer Connacht. Now Connacht is part of the Duchy of Connacht, which means we're going to have to wage war on the ruler, which is Duke Doncad. We're going to have to see what his realm size is like. He can summon 1,200 men. Pretty feeble effort if you ask me. But more importantly, does he have any major alliances that are going to stick their oars into our affairs? The Earl of Ulster, who himself can summon 1,000 men. So potentially up to about 2,000 men here that could defend our sort of capture of Connacht. But that's not going to be an issue at all for us. Not an issue at all. We have plenty of levies at our disposal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise the levies in the immediate area, just to take stock of how much we have, and if we need to move into Normandy we can do so. But first of all, declaring the war to claim Connacht, and with that claimed we now look to raise the troops. So let's start, shall we? 300 there, 200 there. Okay, looking good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. How much do we have? So that's 3, 5, 600, quite 700 there. 900, about 1,200 there. 1,005, about 1,800, let's say. Is that going to be enough? Maybe not, but it'll make a start. So let's gather the troops in one location and get them raring to go. Let's get the boats, 6 boats there, and 6 boats, that's 12 boats. There's plenty of boats. Let's get these guys on the ships, shall we? Okay. Get them merged in the centre. And get the ships merged together. Lovely. Get them on the ships. 500 men thus far. Of course he has to rely on him helping, which is not necessarily a certainty by any stretch of the imagination. Right, we need some more ships, so get some more ships there. Get him on the boats. Daughters born. Ah, we don't have enough ships, you see? Let's get them down. Alright, let's merge them. 1800 men. $1,500. More ships required. Thank you so much. Get him on. Get him up. 1,200 men. Okay, how many do we have? $2,070. Once again, we put our most capable martial men into the flanks and into the main ranks of the army, and is that going to be enough? It's a start. We are going to suffer some negative penalties here. Oh, wait a minute. Remember I was talking about Earl Henry here and his weak claim on England? Well, Duke Fulk I of Lancaster has decided to start an Earl Henry for England faction. A Fleming king. Not the ideal situation for us personally, because it wouldn't be the Fleming ruler we have control of, but definitely something worth considering. And that's an interesting fact. Because he has a weak claim, he can have that weak claim pressed in a faction. So if Bohemond comes to power with a weak claim, could we push ourselves onto the throne through a faction? Interesting indeed. It's got 62% plot power right now because the King of England's got no levies due to the fact that he has absolutely really... Oh, this is... I'm wondering if I should pause it here. This is quite a decision here that could really affect things big style. If we were to join this faction and push push it, the king would be powerless to stop us. The king would be utterly powerless to stop us because he's got no levies left, and we would just literally raise the entirety of our force and just rampage through England's lands. But the plot power would, if we joined it, the plot power would be so high that the king might even just capitulate without a fight. Oh my goodness me. Would we do it for family? Would we do it for family? That's the question, right? That is a major question. Or would we say, no, I want my son on the throne. Why would I have an... Better the devil you know than the devil you don't, and all that sort of stuff. And we don't want to wait too long, because when this war ends, the king will get back some of his troops. Interesting. Right. I don't want to suffer any negative penalties when attacking this army, so rather than coming south and having a river crossing, I'm going to try and get them... He's going to do a runner, isn't he? Although he's only going to Ormond, so... 22nd of December, 25th of December... This is like... for God's sake, what is he doing? Bloody hell! Stop running! You coward! Where's he going now? Almond. 14th of January, 15th of January. There's no way to stop him, is there? There's just literally no way to stop him. I'll show you a bloody way to stop him. The clown. Take my boats. Oh, look, he's even running away from the boats. Oh, we might get there first, though. Yes! Gotcha, you sucker! Normal city taxes. Adam de Normandy is now known as the Unready. Do you know what? This may make no sense whatsoever. But then again, it might do. But Duke George, I can't help but think, you know, he's been a loyal vassal for so long. A loyal vassal for so long. I'm always tempted to put him on the throne. I'm almost tempted to put him on the throne. He has a high opinion of me. We don't totally dislike him. And if he has a chance to become King of England, then yes, it's a Fleming ultimately. It would be a bit of a kick in the teeth to George because he's the head of the family right now. So having one of my own vassals and underlings become King of England and technically my ruler, would we now be... what would happen there? The patriarch of the family becomes a vassal to his... I think it's my cousin, isn't it? But I'm so tempted. Fleming history and all that. It's a massive decision because if we get it wrong and we lose, we're going to be in a mighty sticky spot. But considering we hate the current king's guts with a passion, any king other than this king does us just fine. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We still have plenty of vassal levies left at our disposal, about 2,000. Still have some personal levies unraised, so we still have a decent troop force to actually stage this attack. And whilst England is struggling with the seniority succession war, it's the perfect opportunity to strike. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. Right, come on. 491% of the king's power here. All he has to do is press it. Let's see if he does. Right, he's off on his haunches here. 551 men. If we simply walk across, he's going to run off like a coward. So we're going to get back on the boats. And we're going to drop off. Victory yet again. 300 men. He's now going to Connacht on the 24th of March. We might as well join him. I'll arrive on the 28th, coming off at the pass, and then start besieging. I've decided to institute the medium crown authority law in the Kingdom of France. Although it doesn't affect us directly, because we are a formal elector due to being de jure part of France in Normandy, we do have a chance to vote. Nah. Why should I bother helping you institute a higher crown authority so you can tighten your grip? I'm not interested, thank you very much. Okay. So 15% on the war score, and now we start besieging. So it'll take a little bit of a time. So whilst we're waiting for this to happen, I suppose the burning question is this faction gonna get pressed? Can we ask him to press the faction? Is there a diplomatic option to say, press the bloody faction, you moron? Now is the time to strike. I'm eager. Will the king just give up? He's been he's been so resilient thus far. Would he actually give up in the face of massive deficit in terms of plot power? His levies are battered. It looks... Earl Fulk of Maine has joined Earl Henry for England faction. More people are joining it here. We have 2 backers. 494%. 8,000 men. Come on, press it. The faction for the Lowering Crown Authority seems to have gained more troops again, so the king's in trouble in that front. Looks like the King of England is not having the best of times right now. So, here we go. At age 58, Earl Antoine of Vexin has finally died in the dungeons, spending life imprisonment for daring to plot against us. You won't be missed, pal. Okay, what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go until 11:55, and then we're going to end it. No matter where we are, that is where we shall end it. So things are getting a little bit exciting here, I think. We're coming to a real turn. Could we have a Fleming king? I always thought we would be the first Fleming king, but it might not be the case. Could well be King Henry. King Henry Fleming. Would we have to get down on one knee and do all the Your Grace business, despite the fact that we helped him get there and that we are the the patriarch of the family of Fleming? Only in public, of course. In private, of course, I am in charge. Right, Prince Robert of England has been imprisoned by Duchess Sibylla. Who's Prince Robert? Is it his son? Prince Fulk, Prince Hugh. That's not the same Prince Fulk, is it? No, it's Jug Fulk. I thought his own son was plotting against him, but it's not the case. Are these not reinforcing any further? Apparently not. Why not? $1,500 men, but I can't recruit any more. But it says here that I have retinue cap usage of 2,700. I see, I still don't know how it works with these retinues 100%, but it appears this might be the maximum that I can recruit right now. Strange. The King of England trying to call on his allies to assist in his rather sticky situation, and everybody's turning their back on him. Crying shame if you ask me. Abelard Fleming, my brother, seeks to kill Joan Fleming. The bridge I wanted Vyacheslav to inspect burst under his unwary feet, and he only just managed to grab hold of my hand and the edge of the bridge, of the broken bridge. I saw how his fingers began to slip, and grasping his wrists ordered him to let go of the bridge, and as he did, I pulled him back to safety. Increased relationship by any chance? Yes. Save the man's life. Still fabricating claims in Ghent over here. It's another vexing situation all over again. Right. And he has a son to celebrate. Isn't life great? One minute you're almost dying, the next minute you're celebrating a son. It's so strange how things can just turn so quickly. Right, January the 1st, 11:55. I think it's time to bring an end to the session. So 2 sessions in one day. Phew, I'm pooped. But suffice to say, I think things have gone fairly well. As we look at the vassal opinions, we can see they're slowly increasing again now that he's been in control for a little bit longer. Still some negatives, but these are mostly down here. Speaking of which, nope, still can't revoke their titles, but we'll work on it. We have our very first standing army of retinue, although as I've said, I'm not 100% sure how this business works with retinue caps and such, but it appears that we have reached maximum capacity. If you could shed any light on this situation, please let me know. I would love to find out how to use these properly. I did try to find a tutorial on how to use the retinues before I started this second session of the day, but couldn't find a decent one. Anyway, we have 1,500 men there, no longer paying upkeep, so all in all, it's a bonus, I suppose. Our domain size has increased with a new wife, and our son Bohemond has a weak claim to the throne, but more importantly, so does Henry. And they are going to push this, or are they going to push this? If they do, we could just well see a Fleming king. So, if you've got anything at all to say to me, bear in mind I'm going to be away for 2 weeks, and it'll be 2 weeks before I read the comments, please feel free to leave your tips, hints and advice. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed. I will update the session's save game so that you can look more in depth at the situation to assist with the planning if you so wish, and to give you something to do in the 2 weeks I'm away. So thanks for watching so far, and I'll see you next time.